We're in that time of the future where I feel like I should have a clone or a robot, if not a clone, so that I don't have to do dishes and shit.
I would.
That's
I
what
think
you would pick?
What would you do
Dishes?
with a clone? If you had a clone that like basically could do stuff for you, what would you have it do?
we would terrorize the neighborhood together.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'd play. Yeah, okay, I'd play pranks. I definitely play pranks.
Oh yeah, two of me.
That's a
First
lot.
of all, best friends. Okay. Because we're gonna be the only two people we have, because nobody's gonna be able to handle both of us. So we're gonna go and we're gonna gallivant.
I like it.
And
I like it. Do
terrorize.
some gallivanting and terrorizing. I could dig that. I can vibe with that.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans and
Lots and
hijinks.
lots of shenanigans.
I would do a lot of that whole like you see me and then like you think that I walked off in this direction and have the clone come up in a different direction.
Oh yeah, I see that videos with like twins doing that.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
That would mess with me.
Absolutely.
You'd be so mean.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome to Weird Wide, everybody. We are your favorite weirdos. I am JD Ross. With me is Bethany Marshall and Ashley Shue. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
Ashley, I don't know if nobody's been paying attention. We haven't made an official announcement yet, but I guess now is as good a time as ever. But Ashley is officially joining the Weirdoverse full time. So you're gonna be. I hope you like her because you're gonna be seeing her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
too
stuck with her.
fucking bad.
That's right. That's right. Some of the feedback I've gotten though has been pretty positive, so I'm pretty stoked about it. So she brings a nice dry sarcasm to the mix.
Needless to
I
say,
like
I don't
it.
get positive confirmation very often, but I'll take what I can get.
I
Thank
dig
you,
it.
Valor. Thank you.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to Valerie on that one.
Thank you, Valerie. Appreciate you.
So today we are going to be talking about clones. We're going to be getting into it's going to be kind of, I guess this is going to be kind of, there's going to be some philosophical discussion I think on this one, because you know what does like clones and what they imply for society and all kinds of shit like that.
It's definitely something that I've spent way too much time thinking about, like the morality.
Yeah. So have I.
I've already kind of discussed this with Justin since we worked together. I've been struggling with finding like something that speaks to me with this topic, because I just am not cool with it. Like, I just don't like it. It gives me the heebs. I think it's ridiculous.
A little bit of playing God factor, I would say.
Yeah, not that I'm a super religious person, because I'm really not. I would say I'm spiritual, but not religious.
Yeah.
It just raises my hackles.
I agree with
So
that.
like everything I've looked at and read, it's like, this doesn't vibe with me. This doesn't speak to me. You know, some things were like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
But so I'm just going to ride shotgun with you guys.
That's fair.
And just go with it, because like, the more I read, the more I got pissed off. And I was like, this is not okay. So I'm along for the ride.
There is a lot of it that is like mildly infuriating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
There's some of it though that I can get down with.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. This was also this was a requested topic, kind of piggybacking off of the Tasmanian tiger, I think is how this would come up, right?
That one was requested by my good friend Mars.
Mars.
So shout out to Mars for this idea.
Hell yeah.
I know that he kind of wanted to join in, but since we're doing he wanted to join in on like a Tasmanian tiger episode.
Yeah.
But we're kind of just piggybacking off of that a little bit.
Well, there's not. I don't know if there's as much as we could do for a Tasmanian tiger specific episode.
Yeah.
There's not as much to chew on with that.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
This topic is definitely a very broad topic,
Yeah.
but it also encapsulates the Tasmanian tiger.
100%. So before we get into the topic of cloning, we do want to mention, don't forget, because I know we're all tired. So if you're all tired, I'm sure you're all tired, because it's fucking hot out and the world's on fire and everything is bad. But like, if you need that little extra boost of energy, might we suggest Dubby energy. Dubby is cleaner burning energy. And if you use code Weirdo1, you're going to get 10% off. I recommend the Hydro Boost thing. I've been doing that Hydro Boost shit every morning.
Really?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's part of my routine now.
I still haven't tried the Hydro Boost.
Oh, you have to. You have to.
I know.
I tried the Hydro Boost and it wasn't bad.
It's pretty solid.
Good.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Especially with this fucking heat.
I know this heat's killing me. Like,
Yeah.
I ran to the store, grabbed baby food for kittens.
Yeah.
And then went back out to the car. And it was so hot in my car.
Yeah.
Just in the 5 minutes that we were in there, I was like, this is disgusting.
It's terrible. I hate it.
I want you to pause there. Do you have air conditioning in your car?
Oh, listen, I'm going to assume that you don't, and I could never. You are
Neither of us do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 How?
And we have leather seats.
Yeah. You know what? This is a perfect opportunity. Everyone at home, support your favorite podcasters because we and we don't even have AC and we're out there in 100-degree weather. Support us.
And we have to ride silent.
Yeah. Well, no. Actually, I got that. I got that sorted out.
Silent.
I got that sorted out.
I ride silent because my my radio was drawing power from a battery, so I had to pull the fuse out. So I be riding in that bug.
This is the difference
natural.
between German engineering versus Japanese engineering. I'm rocking a Toyota. She's rocking a Bug, and you know what? Roro is holding together. She's holding. She's not going to keep me cool.
Shit's holding it together.
But she's going to play tunes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I honestly, I could not imagine not having air conditioning. My sister doesn't have air conditioning in her truck right now, so
it's rough.
Nope.
It's rough.
Windows down.
I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't leave. I would no. Yeah. I quit my job.
I've considered it. It's like, how do I make this work?
But
then if you quit your job, you got to go out and do crime, and you got to go out in the heat anyway.
Yeah,
and
but crime is funner.
Crime
at least
is
you're
fun.
at least you're having fun when you're doing crime. When you're just
that's true.
Driving around with leather seats and no air conditioning, all you're having is swamp ass.
That's true.
I'd rather have swamp ass than be somebody's ass buddy.
Well, that's true. The other thing too is if you commit crime long enough, eventually you end up in a place that just gives you 3 squares a day. So
right, you don't really have to cook anymore.
That's true.
You don't have to pay rent.
Are we making a case for prison?
Yeah,
as
crime
a positive?
is the literal answer.
Crime is the answer,
in my opinion.
I wouldn't hang.
Everyone do crime. If you take anything from this episode, do crime.
Ashley says no. Ashley says don't do it.
The voice of reason.
I know 90% of those people out there can't hang. They can't hang in prison.
Oh, I definitely can't hang in prison. But you know what?
I know my limits.
Well, and I hear you don't want to be. I hear you don't want to be the funny guy in prison, and that's all I have to offer.
So I think we're all kind of.
Why don't you want to be the funny guy?
Because you get fucked.
Yeah, I've heard that if you're the funny guy, you lose your cred. Because apparently you got to worry about cred in prison and shit like that. I'm too.
Oh, I totally
old for
have
that.
cred.
I'm too old for worrying about cred. That kind of real cred. I'll take podcast.
I think I'd be solid because I have tattoos, so I'm tough and I'm tall.
You are tall.
They're gonna be like.
They're at least
I'll
gonna think twice.
Quiet. Yeah, I'll be really quiet for a long time. So they're like, oh, and then if they ask, I'm gonna make up some heinous crime, and they're like, wow, she's fucking Looney Tunes. I mean, which is the truth, but they're gonna think for other reasons.
That's true. The only thing that I would have going for me is if I could sell that I'm crazy. I could sell that.
Oh yeah.
He's laughing a lot, but he's crazy as fuck.
You just did a look that would perfectly encapsulate. Do that look on your mugshot. Done. Have it on your little badge.
This one right here. No, which one? Which one is it?
I like how confident you two are, but you wouldn't last a week.
Oh God, no.
No, it'd be terrible. I'd be bitching about the food right away.
And I'm sitting here you guys are complete idiots.
Of the 3 of us, you're the one that would probably be able to make it the most.
Yeah.
I don't even have confidence that I'd make it. I'd be like, you know what, guys, fuck this. Just kill me.
What is this? Is Dunning-Kruger, isn't it?
I need a shank.
That's exactly what it is.
Me and you are Dunning-Krugering.
Damn it! You know what? I make fun of Dunning-Kruger shit all the time too. So, and here we are.
Here we are.
Here
just another
we
just
are.
another victim of the DK.
Damn. Look at us.
Fuck's sake.
Fucking A. All right. So before we get into the main topic here, I do have a little bit of weird news. Did anybody else bring any weird news, or is it just me on this one?
So part of our last conversation sparked a little bit of the one that I was going to say, but it's not very well informative in here.
That's okay. It's okay.
We'll call it sharing.
We'll call it half news.
Half news. Okay. I like
Hit
it.
Hit us with it.
So, the robots and stuff, AI stuff made me think about it. There is this test that was created, and it was created like a while ago.
Yeah.
And it was a test that's like gauges if people would be able to tell the difference between a human and AI.
Yeah.
Right. And no AI has ever been able to pass this test.
Yeah. Is that the Turing test, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. I couldn't remember the name. One passed it.
Fuck. Dude, we are seriously heading for some Skynet territory.
Yeah, let's just hope that it's nice AI. That's why, you know what? I thank Siri every time she does something for me. I'll be like, Siri, text this person. And she's like, is this what you wanted to say? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. She's like, sent. I'm like, thank you, Siri.
I do the same thing. Like, my Alexa knows that I am grateful. And I think that's going to, it's going to lead me, when the machines take over, it's going to lead me to a nice, cushy, house cat-like position. I feel like I could, I'm hoping anyway. That's my retirement.
It's going to be like, thanks for the candy.
I love candy.
I fucking love it. So one of them passed the goddamn Turing test.
Yeah, I can't remember which, and that's the details that I needed to write down, and I didn't.
The main stuff of the story.
But like that's like the main thing is like, oh, well, one of them did it, so now it's like,
Well, there's like three or four different AIs going on. There's like the Chat GPT, which like I use to help me with research sometimes. So
that one is a scary one because I'll sit there and I use it for some like RP stuff that I do.
Yeah. Some of the stuff that it comes off with.
Yeah, it's
I'm behind at times. No.
You're not using any of that shit, are you?
No.
I'm going to show you AI tomorrow and you're going to like lose your mind. All right, so I got a story out of Florida here. So a dude in his mid 60s was eating in a diner and he coughed and sneezed at the same time. This is going to be like worst nightmare shit.
Okay, so he coughed and sneezed at the same time.
Okay.
And
his colon fell out of his body.
I knew it was going to be butt stuff.
It's always butt stuff. No,
it's always butt stuff.
It didn't come out of his butt. Apparently, he had like some kind of surgical thing. But like we managed to get the butt stuff, so I'm happy about that. But he had some kind of surgical thing, and like when he coughed and sneezed, it like
shot out of the incision.
And yeah, so there's just this dude in a diner with his colon hanging out of his body after cough sneezing.
I want to know how well he tipped his waitress.
I feel like she needed to get way more than 20%.
Yeah.
20% is not enough. It's not cutting it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so that's been weird news. So let's get into the cloning shit. So I was looking into the history of cloning and I just like apparently it's only a couple hundred years old and like the way it started, I found this to be funny. So like the two originators of cloning were both named Hans, which I find to be cosmically hilarious.
Do you know how many people over there are named Hans? But, it's really not that.
But just the fact that there were two dudes named Hans both working on cloning shit.
Maybe they were just clones.
Maybe.
They were clones of each other.
Maybe. And apparently the one guy, like, it was like science has come so far because apparently they first discovered cloning. It was like, what are those things like the urchins? It was a sea urchin.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude, the way he discovered cloning.
They're pokey.
They're
really cute.
And look at this. We're barely into the main topic and we already got to it.
Pet it.
It's
like a sea hedgehog.
I need to make a jingle for like this for when like you when you find something that you should like you want to pet that you definitely shouldn't.
I was just watching a video about sea urchins. Like literally like 20 minutes ago.
Well, this dude Hans, the first Hans, like he took
Hans Gruber.
No, not Hans Gruber.
Okay.
Hans Gruber.
Sorry.
That's a different dude.
Getting confused.
That's a different legendary Hans. This guy goes in and takes like an embryo and shakes it. Like this is where we were when cloning for the first cloning thing was just a dude taking an embryo and just shaking it around.
Let's see what this does.
And he's like, oh shit, look at that, it fucking worked. Like we got 2 fucking sea urchins now.
What a weird start.
Yeah, right? And then the same guy, it wasn't much better. Like he made a noose out of like a hair, like a human hair, I guess, so that he could go down and like wrap it around like a salamander embryo and fucking split it that way.
What the heck?
You guys
That's where this shit started.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Like, how far we've come.
Yeah.
But have we? Have we come far?
I mean,
yeah.
Now we have computers do it.
Yeah. That's. Yeah,
It's
now we
even
can
better.
let the AI that's taking over. Skynet's going to be doing it for us.
Skynet's gonna be cloning. We don't want Sky. Oh, dude, see, that's something. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Like, if Skynet clones us, Skynet can replace us.
Yeah, and they'd be like coming and ripping our necks out or
Yeah.
something. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
not gonna be good.
So no.
Always thank your Siri.
Always, and your Alexa and everything else. I'm not
That
thanking.
stuff.
But fuck the humans at the drive-through. You don't have to thank them.
Dude, no, fuck that. I thank them every time.
I was being sarcastic.
I hope so, and that's what you bring to the show.
People out here thanking Siri and Alexa, but fuck that guy at the drive-through. He forgot my ketchup.
He's a lesser.
Not the ketchup.
You know, it's like Jesus Christ.
I didn't want pickles on my burger, and that son of a bitch.
I love
Anyway,
pickles. I love pickles though.
I do too. I was just thinking of a random ingredient.
Uh,
I do like pickles on my burger. Anyway, cloning.
Cloning. Back on
Cloning.
track.
Yeah.
We got this.
So like it was like another so this is all in like the late 1800s, like and then into the 50s. Like that's
I didn't even realize that it went far that back. I didn't even realize that it went back that far.
Yeah. I'm keeping that in mind, by the way.
almost as far
Yay.
back as the English language.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
English
just
is.
kidding.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
No, because she messed it up.
Because I don't
Oh, I
English.
see. I see.
Ah.
I'm not. Oh, look at me. I need some of that W because I am just not picking up on the sarcasm
You're
tonight.
just a sleepy little guy.
Just a sleepy little guy. I'm so sleepy.
Because he worked so hard today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Anyway.
Yeah, I honestly I remember hearing about cloning when I specifically remember when I was in 4th grade.
Yeah.
That's when they cloned Dolly
The sheep.
The sheep.
Yeah.
And that
Yes.
was like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And like here I am thinking like, oh, cool, this is amazing. This is but like I don't know what I was 4th grade, so I was like
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
So I thought like there was something super special about this sheep aside from the fact that it's cloned.
Right.
To reality when I was like looking into this stuff, and it's just a sheep.
Yeah. It's
like
just
regular
a.
sheep.
It's just a sheep. Apparently, like when they like Dolly was special because Dolly survived. That was the
Yeah.
only thing that was special about it. Because like, wasn't it like it was like they cloned 2 other sheeps, like, and then they gave birth to
Yeah.
Dolly. So Dolly's not even really
Yeah.
the clone. She's like
No.
the offspring of the clone,
Second generation. clone.
second generation clone, but
it really,
still
like-
product of clone.
Yeah, it really it bugged me though because I super thought Dolly,
Yeah.
you know, she was this amazing super sheep.
Right.
She wasn't.
No.
No.
Because that was right after Jurassic Park came out, and that's the kind of
Mhm.
stuff they were doing in Jurassic
She was a
Park.
bastardized sheep.
And now
Fuck
she's
that
just a regular
Yeah.
sheep.
So like.
even
Like,
anything
what if they had
special?
done like Jurassic Park, but with like Dolly the sheep, and it was just sheep terrorizing people?
I think that would be really funny, actually.
It would be because you'd be less likely to like die.
I don't know.
I would befriend the sheep.
You would. Now, see, that's one that I'd be friends with that. I'd be a little leery of it though, because like a clone sheep is like, is
No.
it some kind of ist to like be uncool with a clone sheep? Like, is it some kind of animalist or racist or something?
No,
Yeah,
because I would
yeah.
totally be against that shit.
Because like,
I'd
I
be
feel
like, what kind of? There'd be something in the eyes, the soulless eyes.
That's okay, and that's that. Like, we're probably getting ahead of ourselves a little bit on that, but like, that's something to consider about the cloning
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
Is like, if there is a soul, so to speak, does a clone have a soul? If there's
No.
another JD, does that JD have a soul?
See, I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
about that because with cloning, it all starts as like the embryo, just like
Right.
you and me, and it's just the genetic material is the same,
Yeah.
but it's just a vessel for the soul.
Oh.
For this
But then you're
random soul out
technically
here.
not a clone then, because isn't the whole point to be an exact duplicate of
Right.
the other thing? And you can't have two of the same soul.
That's true.
I think at that point though, like genetically it's the same.
Yeah.
Kind of like identical twins. Genetically they're like the same, but you got two different souls.
See, now I'm thinking like if there is a clone of me, like I'm like coming to terms with the fact that like I'd be the Danny DeVito to the Arnold Schwarzenegger clone. That's
I don't
probably
get the reference.
Man, see, I need you to watch movies. Ashley, did you get that reference?
I did.
Tried to.
Okay. Twins. You never saw Twins?
I've never even heard of it.
What?
Oh my god.
You know there's literally an Unhinged Movies episode on this show about that movie, right?
Oh geez.
Everybody go back and check that one out. Me and the Ghost did Twins.
Oops. I actually might have to. I've been really getting into a lot of these like unhinged, like old movies and old TV shows.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of really funny.
Well, you should watch Twins because the whole thing was like they basically it's like along the same lines of the cloning process. Basically, they took like 5 different like perfect specimen dudes and then they put them into Heather Graham in like her first role. And she
Heather
birthed
Graham.
Yeah, she birthed like a super baby, Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like all the recessive genes came out
went
as
into
Danny
one.
DeVito. Yeah. So like he's out there like genetically predispositioned to commit crime, and then there's Arnold Schwarzenegger who grew up like being taught on this beautiful island, like taught like philosophy and like everything, like like the perfect human to Danny DeVito's perfect scumbag. It's beautiful.
How amazing is it that all of the bad recessive genes are Danny DeVito? Like,
I
what the fuck?
But I feel like, you know what's weird too is I feel like Danny DeVito, like he may not be the perfect physical specimen, but like I feel like Danny is probably super dude. I've read nothing but good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's one that I would actually be surprised to find bad stuff out about.
Oh yeah.
We were drunk one time and we actually looked up to see if Danny DeVito was a cool person, and there's like this like celebrity rating website, and like he was like the top of the list of like the nicest people. Like if you're gonna meet a celebrity, Danny DeVito is the one. But like how would you know if you're the clone or if you're the original? You wouldn't.
Okay, so the video game Fallout, and I know I talk about video games a lot,
Love
but
Fallout.
I like them.
Love Fallout.
Have you played Fallout 4?
Yes.
With the synths, and the synths don't realize.
Yes.
A lot of the synths don't realize that they're the synth.
Well, spoiler alert, but I mean, like, what was it? Paladin Dance, like one of the main companions you get. And he was so anti-synth, and then he finds out he is a synth, and it's like he has a whole fucking.
But that's the whole semblance for the Matrix, though, too, is most of the people that are in the Matrix don't know that they're in the Matrix.
Right. They don't realize that they're actually, like, plugged in, and they're not actually... I mean, they're real, but they're not real.
Right.
They're not a real boy.
Right.
All I know is, like, if this is the Matrix, if this is, like, if we're plugged in, and this is what they're making me do...
Yeah.
I want to talk to their
manager.
done
fucked up.
Well, I'm semi-convinced that they're just trying to fuck with us at this point and see like what they can do with the simulation.
So
my
mom
always
used to say that
life's like a box of chocolates.
No, she said, I already died and this is hell I'm living it.
Well, there is a theory that the world did actually end in 2012.
That's what she would always say.
The bad place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good reference. Good reference.
I love that
That's
show.
A good show. I love the Jeremy Bearimy. But like, yeah, how would you know? How could you even possibly find out?
And then that's how, like, okay, so we're like years down the future, and there's a Bethany clone running around.
Right.
And like she has the soul and I don't, and I find out that I don't have the soul. And like they find out that I don't have the soul. Do they kill me?
Right. Like, do they do fucking like Blade Runner? Like where they like track you down? It's like the replicants get fucking hunted down because they think they're real.
soulless me. Like that would suck.
Yeah. And it's like,
Like-
what did I do? Like, what the fuck did I do?
Right.
But then you get the whole like, no, I'm the real one. No, I'm the real one, and nobody knows who the real one is.
Well, and see,
So who do you report to
well,
find out
and,
who's
like,
the real one?
see, okay. I believe in being prepared. So my sister and I already have a plan for if and when this happens. We've got a code word. So
I like it.
I'm not gonna
I
fucking
need to-
tell you, like, because like, if the show
What
blows
if
up,
we're
then
the
like,
clones?
I was really
What-
hoping
yeah,
he
what
would
if we're
fuck
the
up and
goddamn
say what
clones?
his code word is.
I'm not gonna say it. I won't say it. I won't say
Because
it.
I would have laughed hysterically.
I've never met your sister, but I officially like her for having this plan with you.
Oh yeah. You would love her. You know, I keep like every time her and I text, I'm like, why aren't you on the show with us? Like, and she's
Okay.
like, I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to. I like to remain in the shadows.
But
Boring.
so my peanut brain
Mhm.
is trying to wrap around this.
Yeah.
So then if you share the soul, then the other person that's the clone would also know the code word.
Ooh. Well, okay. So then you're getting into genetic memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, how
Which
deep
I
does
totally
genetic memory
think-
go?
I totally think genetic memory is like a thing.
Yeah.
And like,
So then you'd be fucked though. Your code word thing would be trash.
Well, like,
You-
if I'm the original, would clone JD, like, would he know, like, would he listen to stoner metal like I do? Would he enjoy the same movies as I do? Would
You would-
Doctor Strange be his
hypothetically,
favorite dark
yes.
comedy? Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yes. Well, this is all hypothetical, bro.
Well, some of it is.
so this is the
Oh,
getting
jeez.
into the territory of where there was this adoption agency
Yeah.
that was like secretly separating like twins and triplets and adopting them.
Yes, I watched that.
Yeah. And so these are like, well, not all of them, but some of them are genetically
Yeah.
the same because they're identical twins.
Right.
And some of them, the similarities between these two identical twins that have never met
Right.
and were raised completely differently
Yeah.
is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was none of the twins or triplets out of all the ones that they interviewed.
Mhm.
There was always at least one. It seemed like something
Yep.
was missing.
Yep. That's like
Oh.
a huge phenomena is like where when they were separated without knowing, nobody knew that they were twins except
Mhm.
the adoption agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
And-
hid it from everybody.
For a long
Even the
time.
adopted
Yep.
parents didn't know.
Yep.
Had no idea.
Did they do it as a
And a
social
lot of them found
experiment
out
or
when-
what?
I
Yeah,
think they just
that's what it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, they were
So
trying to
fucked
find
up.
out, and they were keeping tabs on some of them secretly.
Oh
And
my
like the
God.
one guy didn't find out until he went to college in another city or state, and they're like, "Hey, I just seen you last night at this bar at such and such," and
Yeah.
he's like, "I wasn't there."
That's like a really less fun version of Parent Trap.
So then, like, he
Yeah.
like staked out the bar and found this guy that looked just like him.
Dude, I feel like
That's-
my instinct would be like, I don't know, man. Like, my instinct would be to fight him. I'll be like, no,
Oh
I don't know
my
who this
God.
fucking guy is, but he is like stealing my identity on another level, and I don't
This
care
is
for
back
it.
to you thinking too much of yourself.
He's not even quiffing his hair. Like, fuck this guy.
It would be an interesting fight to watch because genetically they're on the same
just
level.
imagine- you know, you.
Yes.
It would just be slap fighting.
And not the
Maybe
good
the-
slap fighting like they show on E ESPN.
We would definitely end up like as a viral video on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God,
Be like,
yeah.
look at these two fucking. There's something really not okay.
Not okay with these two. Like, they look
What
really
is
similar too.
happening?
The one's got much better hair though. Well, okay, that's another
Oh
thing
my
right there. Would the other clone or the other twin have come to the conclusion of doing this to their hair? My hair looks
No.
good today, by the way.
What would really
does
be
look good.
funny if they had a receding
Over
hairline?
here fishing for compliments. Dude, no, I've got super thick hair. My twin is gonna have the same. Unless he's the recessive twin.
Then he has a receding hairline.
Oh, he's probably gonna have bad taste in music and movies.
And
too,
he's going to
then.
have a Colin beard.
Oh, for everybody at home that doesn't know, you don't want a Colin beard.
No, it looks like
No.
a squirrel nested on his face.
It looks
Aw,
like
I love squirrels.
it looks
Oh
like
my god!
you do love
You're
animals.
insulting people, Bethany.
We're trying to be mean.
When
We're trying to talk
with
shit
the
about Colin.
program,
Shout out to Colin. We love you, Colin. But your face does
But
look
do
like
we?
well,
But do we?
well, he's cool, but he also has stopped hanging out with us, and that's rude.
It is rude.
Maybe
Good
it's because
job,
we're talking
Colin.
shit about his
Jeez.
beard.
Yeah, probably.
No.
It might have some. It's like the episode of Family Guy where he grows a beard and gets a nest in it, and he like opens it up and there's baby birds.
And he can't
No,
let him go
there's
because they're
not
in
even
danger.
enough.
Thinking of.
I think my beard is growing in thicker on my chin than Colin's comes in.
His is kind of like a prepubescent, like preteen who's like first getting pubes. That's what's going on Colin's face.
Yeah.
Aw, it's okay. I believe in you, Colin.
Somebody has to.
Yeah. I also kind of feel bad for you a little, but that's okay.
I do too. That's the secret.
Because
here.
he has to deal with us two jerkbags all
Mostly.
day.
8
Mostly.
hours a day.
And we all know how
we
much
love-
work y'all actually do.
We do.
And
work.
we love that stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, we
we
do.
Aw.
We love Colin. We
Yeah.
love.
Love you, Colin.
I'm not doing the fucking. I'm doing the millennial heart.
The millennial heart.
I don't know how you-
If I have to say that I like him too much, I kind of throw up a little.
start to
So
feel,
we're just
like,
gonna move
icky about
on
yourself.
to
Damn.
something else.
Back to cloning.
Hopefully they
So-
don't clone him. BT dubs.
So the part of cloning that really bothers me
Yeah.
is that it is interfering with what I think of as like a natural human process.
The natural order of things.
Well, no,
Yeah.
more kind of that
Uh-huh.
too. But you can get your pets cloned.
Not okay.
Oh. But
No,
like,
Sorry. Still not okay. No.
see, okay.
Yeah.
On paper, it's a good idea, but like, it's
No.
not. It's not the same.
No. It's honestly like
I'd rather stuff it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like
Yeah.
on the same level almost as like taxidermying your like dog.
I would even argue that taxidermy is like a little bit better in this particular case because like
Yes.
it's still memorializing what you had,
Yeah,
but like
and you're letting it go.
yeah, because like that's
Yeah.
just like that's not good for your mental. That cannot be good for your mental health. to do
Okay,
something
so
like that.
I'm gonna go
No.
dark. I'm gonna go
Do
dark
it.
here.
Take a start. Take a start.
I'm scared. I'm
Well,
scared
yeah,
of the dark.
but it's not the kind of dark that you guys are gonna think of.
Okay.
So normally I'm a sarcastic dickbag,
Yeah.
so this is gonna come out of left field for
Oh
everybody.
shit!
I'm scared.
So
Throwing us all off balance.
how old would he be? I gotta think. So my boys are 7, so he would be turning 9.
Yeah.
Okay. So 9 years ago
Mm-hmm.
almost in August.
Mhm.
I gave birth to a little boy.
Mhm.
His name was Harrison Shane.
Mhm.
And he was alive one day and the next day he was not.
Aw.
And I gave
Yeah.
birth to a stillborn baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is why I'm bringing this up.
Mhm.
Okay. I
To make
would
everybody
have-
sad.
Yeah, exactly.
It worked.
No, but I'm trying to use a real.
No, I get you. I'm fucking with you.
I would have given anything
Yeah.
to not have that happen.
Yeah.
Anything to keep him there. He had a heart condition. I was willing to go the distance
Yeah.
to take care of it. It would have uprooted everyone's lives.
Yeah.
It would have been hell in a handbasket, not
Mhm.
only for us, but for him.
Yeah.
You know? But I would have done it gladly. But
Mhm.
would I clone him? No. Even still, with all that
But-
pain, no, I would not.
But other
Mm-mm.
people probably would.
Oh, I
Well,
know.
But I feel like that's just not. It's not really thinking of the full moral implications of doing
Yeah.
such a thing.
I would never do that. Even like the cuddle cots that they have, okay?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like a refrigerator for your baby,
Oh my god.
to prolong your time with them.
Yeah.
I understand why people like them, and I'm
Yeah.
not judging anybody that's ever used a cuddle cot. So please, viewers,
Right.
do not think that
I
am.
didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't
It is a
either.
thing. It is a thing. And I am glad that they're available for the people that need them.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah.
But it was not something that I felt like would be good for me.
Yeah.
Because you need to know when to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
And I let him tell me when it was time to stop.
Yeah.
So when you're given these things to prolong the inevitable, whether it be a cuddle cot or cloning or stuffing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's not healthy.
You're fucking with the natural order of things.
But that's not healthy for the people that are still around.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody cloned my grandfather that died 10 years ago, like, that would fuck you in the head.
Well, yeah. Like
for him to come back.
Well, and like, would he even want to come back? That's something else too.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, it's just, that's why this whole shtick just makes me want to vomit.
It's definitely a really weird, like, a really weird thing to really sit down and think about.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to put a real world spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry, everybody.
No, you're good. You're
good.
Sometimes we get real around here.
But like, to put a real world spin on it, somebody that's been through something absolutely traumatic.
Yeah.
I can say with the utmost certainty, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would not do that still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would not.
But the sad part about it is that people would still do it. They would, because they're trying to prevent something from happening that has already happened.
Yeah.
And you can't. So they're doing the next best thing.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, unfortunately, like, we live and we die and we have our time, no matter how long or short it happens to be. And that's just the way it is. That's just like I wish to God that, like, there was a cat that I had that he died way too young. Wish he was still around. He's not.
Yeah.
And I had to let him go. It's just the way it is. Like, it sucks, but like, again, I just, like, I looked into his eyes and I saw his, connected with him. Like, Spooky now. I look into her eyes and I see her little soul. And I just feel like if you were to clone that and replicate that, I don't think it would be the same. I feel like, and even if the soul is there, if a soul is there, it's not my Spooky. It's not my baby.
Yeah. It just looks like it.
Yeah. It's a copy.
Not okay.
No.
But that starts to lead you into questions like where we're going with cloning. So cloning, right? It isn't just, oh, I want another one of Fido, right? $50,000, you can get your dog cloned.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to use it to bring back animals that have gone extinct.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how I feel about it, because some of these animals have gone extinct because of humans.
Yeah.
Not necessarily natural. I mean, I know there's a certain like level of naturally because we were put on this planet and blah, blah, blah. But there's stuff like the dodo bird. That's why we're talking about cloning really soon. But it's not going to be a clone because the DNA breaks down. So they're going to replace they're Jurassic Parking it.
Yeah.
And they're replacing the pieces of DNA that are missing from the dodo bird with like a kind of pigeon, which is
like same thing they did in Jurassic Park. They used a frog instead of yeah.
But did anybody really watch it?
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, and he even said it in the movie.
Like, it didn't turn out okay.
No,
Bethany, did you watch that one? It didn't turn out okay.
It didn't end well a lot of times too.
Exactly. Well,
how many sequels were there? And they still fucked up.
Every single time it goes bad. But like Dr. Ian even says, or Dr. Ian Malcolm even says in the movie, like, these animals were like, they had their shot and they were selected for extinction by nature, and that's just how it goes. Like what would the dodo bird do to ecosystems if you just suddenly introduce like this
Reintroduced
animal,
it.
reintroduce it, what's that gonna do? Because like we've seen in like real life examples of like there's certain things you can't take to Australia because if they get
Mhm.
loose, they fuck up the whole ecosystem. So what
See,
if
my
these
Just like what's
opinion-
happening
birds-
in Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah. So my opinion on that one would be, why not save the animals that are still here?
yes,
Make some more rhinos.
yeah, because
Make
like
some more tigers.
That is
Yes.
actually something that they have done. There's black-footed
know?
ferrets, I think it is.
Mhm.
I can't remember where, but they cloned black-footed ferrets, which is an endangered species.
well, see, I'm
So,
definitely more into
it's-
that as an
Yeah.
option.
But then
And-
you got those idiots that are going to make 5 billion of them. And then,
Mhm.
oh, whoops. No.
Oops, how did we know? I
It's
can't
like,
believe this
I
happened.
didn't
Yeah.
know how many we were making. Oh, no.
Right.
No. See, there's
There's-
always going to be
there's-
some idiot.
There's
Oh, yeah.
definitely some of it that like I'm like, okay, dodo bird, I can kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely here and there because we are the reason that there's no dodo birds.
Right.
And then they're talking about the Tasmanian tiger. That's where this one
Mhm.
comes up.
Yes.
Because they're talking about doing with the Tasmanian tiger. That's another one that I can kind of get behind. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, we're the reason that they're not here.
Yeah.
So like we could get them going, and there's video of
Yeah.
Tasmanian tigers. So that's how recently they
We're
went
not
extinct.
far enough away that like it would make that much. Like we know how they like we've seen like the dodo bird. Like we don't know how like it would react today, but like
Yeah.
Tasmanian tiger, we've seen it. We know how it would interact with its like environment. Plus, I mean, Australia is a fucking hellscape anyway. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
But
it's
then my
definitely-
argument with that is, how many things have gone extinct that we didn't even know were there?
That's
I
true
know.
too.
Yeah.
So then you're going to bring back ones that you know about. But then what about the guys you didn't know about were there that were vital to this other one that you're going to bring back?
Right.
yeah, it's
So
all a game. It's a
that-
game of chance. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that again, just walk away.
The ones that I don't fully agree with though,
Yeah.
stuff like a woolly mammoth, which they're
No.
also planning on.
Was
Yeah,
definitely
that
gonna
one.
bring that up. Yeah.
That one went out on its own.
Yeah.
That was we didn't do that. I think we had a little bit of play in that or something, but
Well, I think that
like that
I
was an
think-
ice age thing.
Yeah, that happened before we were like advanced enough to like wipe out a species.
Yeah. I
They
know
We
were-
were the low man on the totem pole.
yeah,
Yeah.
we hunted them and stuff. So like technically like it could have been like, you know what I
I
mean?
feel
But-
like we scavenged them
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
actually hunted them.
Yeah.
But either way, they're not going to survive very well. They're not going to thrive in
Right.
this global warming hellscape.
Right, exactly. That's something else too. Is like the woolly mammoth itself. It's built for a colder climate. It's built for an ice age time. And like before humans even started fucking shit up, it started to get warmer anyway. So like that was definitely a contributing factor. They wouldn't do well here. Like it's fucking 100 degrees out. Not even exaggerating right now. Woolly mammoth ain't
Oh
gonna.
yeah.
And like there's a part of me that feels like there's gonna be like a rich guy that's gonna do it because like they did do something with I think it was like the meatball, like the woolly mammoth meatball, where like they were able to clone enough meat to make a meatball. So like at what point is it like
Ew, I
literally
didn't know
just
that.
oh yeah dude they said it tasted freezer burn. Wasn't even that
That
good.
makes sense.
But how
That makes
many
sense.
how many Elon Musk assholes are gonna do this just so they can have a fucking woolly mammoth steak? Just to say they did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Honestly, or you're gonna have something along the lines of Jurassic Park where they're like, oh,
Yeah.
we can do this. Let's do it with some cool shit, and so we can make some money off of it. And
Yeah.
then, like, something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah. Cause like, okay, I love dinosaurs. I love on paper the idea of going to a dinosaur park. But I'm not like I also understand that's a bad fucking idea to bring velociraptors into the mix. Not a good idea.
I'd probably go. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I would too. But I'm not petting a fucking velociraptor. I'll pet a brontosaurus though.
I would definitely pet
No.
a brontosaurus.
No.
Why?
No.
I bet
No.
you I can make a T-Rex be my friend.
Oh my god, you guys are idiots.
You know what? We're on the same page right now,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. I feel like a
That
T-Rex.
thing would stomp you.
Now he
into
would get
bits.
he would see me and he would get my vibe.
Yeah.
No.
I would tickle his little
You'd be the
toesies,
guy
like,
that
"Yeah,
he eats
Richie."
off the toilet.
I would. That'd be Colin. That'd be Colin that would get eaten off the toilet.
Leave Colin out of this.
Poor
Not in this
Colin.
one. No, if we're talking about pooping, that's Colin. That's Colin's department.
Poor Colin.
Poor Colin. Poor
Ah.
Colin, my ass. That motherfucker poops like 3 times a day. It's insane.
There's more than that.
It's a lot. It's like
There's more than
commented
that.
on in the office.
It's commented on.
like
Like that-
I just got a fucking what's that fucking the tube that goes up your butt? What's the fucking colonoscopy?
Colonoscopy.
That motherfucker needs a colonoscopy.
Maybe he just has like
I think he has
lactose
work
intolerance
anxiety and
and
he
doesn't
poops.
care.
Actually, I think it is probably work anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
'Cause
have
he
work
says he don't
anxiety
poop like that
working
at
with you
home.
guys.
I know you don't have to spend 8 hours a day with us.
Right? Like
A fucking delight.
this is enough. Like I'm probably gonna go
We're
take
a
a poop
fucking
after this.
delight.
I was like, I need an anxiety poop after this.
Yeah. Woo.
No.
Like God.
Absolute delight.
What happened in there? Fucking JD and Ashley happened. That's what happened.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna name that
Freaking
one.
delight.
I love it.
So
But I mean, I think you're also right. I think it would come down to money. It would be like
yeah.
a dinosaur is a marketable fucking attraction.
yeah,
A
until it
woolly
eats you.
mammoth, yeah, a woolly mammoth. Again, it's a marketable attraction. These are.
I'm just here bringing the reality check. That
Oh, yeah.
I think
Fools
you
need.
probably
That's-
should.
That's a reality check that needs to, because
Like,
it's not going to
no.
even stop with stuff like that, like saber-toothed tigers.
Yeah.
No. Eat you.
So cool. So
Yeah.
cool. Wouldn't you
It will
love to
eat
see
you.
that in a zoo? Oh yeah, and that thing will definitely eat you.
Like everything you're listening can eat you.
no.
Oh,
This,
yeah,
this, he just needs a. Pss, 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 pss.
No. Well, fucking.
I am gonna
Okay.
introduce a saber-toothed tiger to catnip, and he's gonna love me.
and then
that-
he will
give it a
get
box.
high and
Yeah.
eat you.
Yeah, you get in a box. I guarantee
I
you.
No,
will
he's gonna
have
eat
you know though, I just tamed 6.
6. Count them. 1, 2,
Wild
3, 4, 5,
cats.
6. Mhm.
You know how many? First of all, my poor arm. I don't know if it's going to show up on the video, but my poor arm. Yeah, you see.
Oh, I see a little bit, yeah.
there. There's more up here. Okay.
I hate to
I-
tell you, but that saber-toothed tiger is going to do way worse than that.
No, because I'm going to say kitty, 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 kitty.
You're
No.
gonna say, pss, 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 pss.
And it's
Okay,
going
I'll-
to take your neck off
You're gonna say here, kitty,
with
kitty,
its
kitty, kitty,
tooth.
kitty, 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 kitty.
And I'll give it like a cute name, like Lollipop.
Lollipop
God.
the saber-tooth
like-
tiger.
Come here, Lollipop. And he'd be like, meow, meow.
And then
He
he'd
would.
suck
See?
off your head like a Tootsie Pop.
I'm gonna teach him
This
the
is a
fucking Meow Mix commercial
full-
jingle.
Foolproof plan. Okay,
It's-
listen.
I don't
I'm,
see any holes in this plan at all.
I'm
No.
on board with cloning.
No.
Let's
Nope.
go. Okay.
We have convinced ourselves cloning is good.
This
You
is good.
might
We
have.
haven't convinced
I'm still
Ashley,
out.
but
No. Nope.
we need
Still
a
out.
millionaire.
You're outvoted
We
though,
need-
2 out of 3.
There's this billionaire in Ohio that, you know, he has too much
Yeah.
money and he wants to go see Titanic. I'm like, bro, instead let's go fucking start a saber-tooth tiger park.
You know
No,
what? I think we should
I,
do both.
let
Let's get
him
him to
go see the Titanic.
let's get him to start the fund for the saber-tooth tiger and then get him down there.
Better idea.
Mm.
I'd rather be down there because
gonna-
the saber-toothed tiger's going to eat everybody.
I'm gonna marry this guy. He's
my
gonna go
God.
down to the Titanic. It's gonna implode. I am the billionaire.
You got to make sure you have your shit straight first, though. You got to make sure
Oh,
that
yeah.
you're in the
I'm
will.
I'm gonna have some records.
If there's any kids, you got to make sure they're on that boat with them.
Yeah, they're going down to the Titanic too. Like
you can't leave any fucking possible heirs to that if you're gonna
you
do
have
that.
like a third cousin 4 times removed. Like,
Guess who's
here they're
going on a
to
trip to see the
Titanic.
Titanic?
Like your heart will go on. Let's go.
Listen, I am so disappointed in you guys.
You should be.
Yeah,
This
is
I'm
so
very
morally
disappointed in
wrong.
us. I'm very disappointed in us as
morally
well.
I am too.
yeah.
You should be. We are out of control.
bad. So
But I
bad.
don't know. With the cloning thing, in reality, like there is stuff that you could do with it that would help us.
You
the
know,
world.
actually,
well, not us, but like
total
world.
serious on this one. One thing they could clone would be bees,
Yes.
because that would
Yeah,
actually be
but
pretty
that's
helpful.
another
Absolutely.
thing that would make sense.
Yeah,
like,
that makes total
okay.
sense. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things. I feel like there's a lot of things that they could clone that would make a lot of sense.
But it's stuff that's already still here.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Bring back the stuff that we have destroyed. That's why I'm on the fence with like the dodo bird and the Tasmanian tiger. Like they're
I
not
still
here,
think
but
that could be a can of worms that nobody wants
yeah,
open.
that's why I'm kind of on the fence with it.
Like
But,
I don't need a dodo bird. You know, I don't even like birds. I'm not even fully convinced birds are real all the time.
So on Ark, right?
when
Another
they
video
shit
game
on ya.
reference. On Ark, I have formed a dodo bird army.
A dodo bird army?
And they can take down a T-Rex.
Well, actually, that's something even to consider too, because like there was a situation, I think it was Australia, with the Great Emu War, where a bunch of emus like invaded an area.
I feel like I heard about this, and I definitely could see that happening.
Yeah, it's
I
a
mean,
real.
they're mean as shit.
I used to work with emus, and even the not mean ones are terrifying.
That's what I mean. So like
at least the females, maybe the males too, but I can't remember.
Yeah,
they make this sound that sounds like a drum in their chest. It's so scary. It's like a dinosaur. I swear to God, it's the closest thing to Jurassic Park velociraptors I've ever seen.
I think that's actually where they got the sound from. It was they like.
But who's to say? Who's to say that all of the dinosaurs didn't have feathers?
That's true.
I think
they might have all had feathers.
Yeah, I think it's getting proven more and more every day that they all had feathers.
Yeah, I think we all like because we're the Jurassic Park generation. Like, I think we want them to be big lizards, but like we also grew up in Land Before Time. Okay, hold on.
Some of that.
Hold on. Can we bring back Littlefoot's parents?
Oh,
I would.
No.
I would. Floating, we could bring back Littlefoot and his parents because they're all dead.
Yeah. No, they're way dead. They're so dead. They're so dead by now.
Okay, reality check.
They're in our car.
Reality check.
They're in our car.
It was a fucking cartoon.
Wow. Okay. It was real in my heart. Okay.
In the second one, they even adopted a baby T-Rex.
Second one, there's only one.
That's
There's only one.
That's
the
right.
The second one was good. After that, they turned really stupid. And
There's
they were
only
all
one.
musicals.
What was the one with there was one that was like they were in the Great Valley and the water stopped and they had to fucking get the water going again because a rock fell on the.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
That was pretty good.
No, I stopped after one.
I watched the second one, then I watched very sporadically after that.
I might need to torture myself soon and rewatch the first one.
I used to be obsessed as a small child. I would. There's a video, good old VHS tape,
VHS.
Sitting in front of the TV, sobbing
because Littlefoot's parents
reciting the lines of Land Before Time.
Land Before Time.
That it's so sad. Poor Sarah. I loved Sarah.
Sarah,
even though she was a bitch.
You know what? She was a bitch because she had to be.
I was into Ducky.
Ducky was cool.
I loved Petrie.
Oh,
he was so dumb.
What's the big one that Spike. I love Spike.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I like the big dumb ones.
Not gonna lie, you're kind of a Spike.
I could deal with that.
Oh,
I'll take it.
She's a Sarah.
Ashley, you're definitely the Sarah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's okay. Sarah's cool. We love Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah's awesome.
How that's the afterthought. You guys would do. She's definitely a Sarah.
Dude, JD's the dumb one.
Hold on. No, I said up front, Sarah was a bitch because she needed to be, because she was in the fucking prehistoric times and shit was real, and she didn't have time for Ducky's bullshit.
Right.
So what's my excuse?
Same thing.
Fucking living. I don't know. It's
it's
the sharp
We're
tooth.
literally living through the apocalypse right now.
Yeah.
So
the sharp tooth just looks different. He wears a suit now. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Fucking sharp tooth.
That's right. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Ugh. That's sticking it to the man.
That's right.
Except for Chomper. Chomper was chill.
Wait, I don't remember Chomper. Was Chomper
That's
the
what
baby?
She was talking about.
That was the baby.
The
one,
baby,
right?
yeah, it's the second one. They adopted him.
I don't know.
All the kid dinosaurs adopted baby Chomper.
Because they were like,
I feel like that's cool. Like Dinosaur Train. That's a newer cartoon.
I can't stand Dinosaur Train.
Dinosaur Train.
The flashbacks.
I don't know what Dinosaur Train is.
The pteranodons, they adopt a T-Rex, and then they go around different Jurassic period, Cretaceous period on this dinosaur train and meet other dinosaurs.
That feels weird.
It sounds a lot better than it actually is.
I mean, I could get behind some dinosaur train for a while.
It annoyed me. It just annoyed me so bad.
PBS Kids, everybody.
Yes. I do love some PBS Kids stuff.
I don't know what the PBS Kids are doing these days. I don't have kids.
I know.
He can go.
Ever since Arthur.
Oh, Arthur was pretty cool.
Yeah.
No. Caillou can burn in hell. A fiery pit of hell.
That kid was an ass.
It's always whining.
Oh, it's kind of like me. You know what? Caillou just got a little bit more relatable.
Well, do we have anything else to say on the subject of cloning?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Just say
Don't
no to cloning.
Unless you marry a billionaire, send him down to the Titanic and inherit all of his money and want to have a saber-toothed tiger as a pet.
That will eat you.
Now, well, you know, I mean, Tony Montana had a pet tiger. Why can't you?
Yes, so did Siegfried and Roy, and you see what happened to them.
Well, okay, that wasn't their fault. Wasn't their fault.
Are you kidding me
I
right
am
now?
dead serious. There was a misfire or something on the stage that scared the cat.
Yeah.
You just don't startle them.
Just don't have them on stage. They're not a house cat.
But that was their whole thing.
And they shouldn't have had a thing.
You know, isn't it weird? We're kind of like there's a generation that doesn't even know what Siegfried and Roy is.
No.
Oh God, we're old.
We are old.
Clone me and bring me back as a not old person.
Oh no, because then he's gonna have all the fun. Fuck that. I don't know.
I'm okay with it.
No, but no.
Soulless little bastard running around.
What about
the fun that I'm supposed to be having?
Taking somebody horrible and cloning them, but raising them strictly with good propaganda?
Okay, so so in this scenario, let me throw something at you then. So you're talking about cloning a Hitler, but then letting him get into art school.
Literally, that's the first person I thought of too.
Yeah, right.
I'm talking about cloning Hitler and raising him Jewish.
And
I wonder what would happen.
I think if he would have got into art school, he would have been a totally different person.
I think so too.
See, honestly, I don't know, because that level of
that rejection is what set him off.
That's what set him off.
It was underlying.
Well, do we want to chance it though? What if what if he just grows up to target a different group?
Yeah. I feel like he'd find something then if it's just ingrained in
We'd
him.
have to have a kill switch if he starts getting loud.
Oh, yeah, we could definitely do that. I mean, if we're cloning, we might as well be doing all this other weird stuff.
I mean, yeah, okay, so if we cloned a Hitler and we started raising him right, he got into art school, but we're watching to see if he starts doing that hair flop bullshit.
But who's to say that he wasn't raised right to begin with?
Well, clearly something went wrong.
Something went wrong there.
Yeah, but if it's ingrained in his psyche,
that's true.
It wouldn't matter how he was raised.
That's
true. He could have been raised by Mother
true.
Teresa, and he still would have done what he did.
Wasn't he part Jewish anyway?
Yes, he had Jewish people in his family tree. He hid that, so people wouldn't know.
I didn't know
it's
that.
almost like Trump with an immigrant wife talking about immigrants.
Oh,
that is true. That is true.
Unless we cloned him so we could kill him again.
No, that's
but then you would have to go through with raising a baby, right?
Yeah.
And watching him grow and then being well, I'm gonna have to kill this.
I'm picturing the baby still with a little mustache too.
With a newborn little bald baby with a mustache.
Yeah, but he's got that stash.
His baby pictures actually are pretty cute. You can find them.
Actually, it's unnerving that they are because you don't want them to be.
And his mom and dad looked super fine.
Hitler's such a weird subject because that does bring into question what is it that causes somebody to go down that road, and which is why I would want to clone him and
it's
ask him.
No, not ask him. Clone him and do stuff different.
But it's the nature versus nurture argument all
That's
over
true too.
again.
Well, I mean, that would be a good way to prove the nature versus nurture, or at least have some substantial evidence.
A little bit more insight in it.
Yeah.
Like if he still grows up to be super
that's
genocidal.
That's like people saying, oh, wow, those gays, they can't have a baby because the baby's going to be gay. No. But
all the
we all know that's
gay
not
babies.
true. We already know that's not true.
That's true.
So, like, it's the same thing.
That's true.
It's the same thing. Same thing.
I know, it's so weird.
Yeah. I don't think we should. You know what? We shouldn't clone Hitler.
Let's not clone Hitler, but I still want to clone.
You're just now thinking that's a bad idea? Oh,
it's been a bad idea the whole time. But what about
Caesar?
What about a Caesar?
No. Ooh.
He was a douche.
Nah, he was cool.
Like you knew him.
I knew him. I thought you don't know. He owes me $10.
Went to high school with him.
I went to high school with that motherfucker.
Dated the same chicks.
We could clone somebody like Van Gogh.
Dude, no.
He was crazy as shit.
Dude, you know what?
I know. Same.
I've got one that's a gift for the world. We clone Lemmy. We clone Lemmy and Motorhead gets back together. Everyone's happy.
With or without the moles?
With the moles. You gotta have the moles. Gotta have them moles. It's gotta be moles or nothing.
Got it.
Yeah. If there's no moles, it's not Lemmy. It's just a copy. But would
he have a copy?
But it's like, would he have the same soul? Would he be able to? Would he?
No, that's this whole argument. Where the fuck have you been for the last hour?
Oh.
If the person being cloned has already died, and you clone them, does the soul be
no?
Okay, so so if like Lemmy's in heaven, right?
No.
If he's in rock and roll heaven, and then all of a sudden he's just hanging out with Hendrix, he's hanging out with the guy from Thin Lizzy, they're having a great time, and all of a sudden we just fucking make this little Lemmy baby, and then he just like plops down from heaven. He's gonna be mad.
He just like gets like vacuum sucked out of him. Like,
first off, he's gonna be uber pissed.
Yeah.
I would be. Did you bring me back here? Like, no.
But he could use that. But he could use that fucking energy to fucking get us one more album. One more album.
No.
I think we're of the consensus. Don't clone. Don't do it. Just say no.
Unless it's a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh.
Maybe a saber-toothed tiger.
No.
Don't tell Ashley. Just don't tell Ashley.
What do you
just
think?
All
The
of a sudden
shit that'll
we have
kill
a saber-toothed tiger.
Dude, I'll know it's your ass too. I'll be like, that bitch went and married that son of a bitch and the rich guy. I knew it.
Well, we better get invited to the fucking wedding though.
Well, yeah.
No, because we'll get eaten.
Maid of honor.
No, we'll get fucking eaten because you know the ring bearer is going to be that fucking saber-toothed tiger.
It's Lollipop.
It's Lollipop.
Oh, look, it's Lollipop. Everybody makes it out.
Crazy billionaire loses entire wedding party to saber-toothed tiger attack.
No, I'll be reading the news going,
the headline.
New wife admits this may have been a bad idea.
New wife would never admit that.
I fucking love it.
I ain't RSVP into that shit.
Oh man. All right. So what else we got? We got anything else on the topic here?
No.
I don't think so. Just
all right.
My pet saber-toothed tiger.
No, let it go, man.
On that note, Lollipop, the saber-toothed tiger. We love Lollipop. Shout out to Lollipop.
Oh, you guys can like Lollipop.
Shout out to Lollipop.
Deuces to Lollipop. Nah. You getting my deuces Lollipop.
Lollipop. Well, Bethany, Ashley, where can everybody find you on the interwebs?
I am on Instagram and TikTok at bethany.gets.weird.
I am on both now. You're welcome.
Yay!
And I have a new handle at Weird Ash Chick 86.
I helped come up with that.
Yes.
It's fitting.
It is. It fits us. Like we're all doing something weird.
Yeah, we are.
Well, everybody, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at dudestweirdo. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you want to, email us, you can email us at weirdwidepodcast@gmail.com. Tell your friends about the show. We got to try to build this little cult here. If you like what you're hearing, please feel free to leave a review. I know you can do it on Apple. I'm pretty sure you can do it on Spotify. Still haven't figured that out. We're working on that. Clearly, we're working hard on that because this has been like the third time that I've mentioned about that. But you can also go to www.weirdwide.com. Listen to every episode. Information on the show. We're going to be updating that with Ashley's information here soon. Probably be rolling out some updates on the logo and all that good stuff coming up here soon because we got to redo that since Ashley officially joined the show. You can also
revamping,
upgrading.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also sign up for our newsletter, get episodes sent directly to you as they drop. You can also find the show again, little baby channels we got going on here. But both of those are going to be on Insta and TikTok, and that's going to be at WeirdWidePod. Anybody got anything else to add?
Nope.
Nah.
All right.
You did good.
I think we did. This has been a good one. This has been a nice philosophical one. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I'm digging
It's been philosophical and with a little hint of whimsy.
And you know what?
I don't feel whimsy.
I'm feeling
feel...
whimsy.
No.
I am feeling the lollipop, the saber-tooth tiger.
No.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop.
Death.
Boom.
All right, everybody. Well, join us next week for more weird nonsense, more whimsy, because we're going to be bringing the whimsy for sure. Until then, stay weird.